BVB Total im Doppelpass mit der Telekom.
Welcome to our press conference with our manager Jürgen Klopp and Neven Subotic. We would like you to ask your questions to the player first, and after a short break, we would go on with your questions for Mr. Klopp. Okay. Please raise a hand if you have a question, and we bring the microphone over as soon as possible.
We do have simultaneous as well, so headphones is English in channel 1, German in channel 2.
Okay. Do we have microphones or?
No, just go.
Okay. Good. Who wants to start? Oh, it will be a short press conference. Okay.
Jürgen. Sag auf Englisch, die erste Frage geht an ihn.
You don't understand his English?
First, please, your questions to the player, and after a short break, your questions to Jürgen Klopp, okay? Anne van Eickels. Ja, oben. Schrei, Anne.
Ja, Neven, ihr habt am Sonntag vom Hans-Joachim Watzke schon eine kleine Standpauke bekommen. Wie ist das in der Mannschaft aufgenommen worden?
Auf Englisch antworten oder auf Deutsch?
Kannst du auf Englisch antworten.
Gerne auf Deutsch, ist für Radio.
Ja, Englisch. Ja, Englisch.
Ja, dann brauche ich eine Frage nicht zu stellen.
Anne, aber deswegen haben wir dir doch heute zum Flughafen noch einen deutschen Spieler hingestellt. Extra deswegen. Also bitte auf Englisch.
Yeah, the critic from our big boss obviously was accepted. We know that he is interested in getting the best results. Obviously, we are too, and it was important to have someone from that top position tell it to us in a clear way, which he did. And for us, it's every time very serious. When he says something, he doesn't say a lot to us directly, but when he does, it's always at the utmost importance. And this was also the case on 2 days ago. And so we're going to obviously take that to heart and try and prove, not just only to him, but obviously to the whole BVB community, that we are part of it and that we are, that we will do everything to help achieve our goals.
Hi, I just wondered whether you could, as a player, explain why your form has been so good and so impressive in the Champions League, and yeah, we seem rather surprised by your Bundesliga results.
Yeah, I do too. I think this is something that is even a tough question for a coach. I, as a player, have to listen to him because I obviously don't know as much. And it's very tough to explain. To be honest, there's no clear answer that I can give to you. We obviously try to give our best, as well as in the Bundesliga as in the Champions League, and we've just had unfortunate luck, bad luck in the Bundesliga that started I don't know how many weeks ago, but with some ups and downs, still somehow there, and we're trying to get out of it slowly, and we put up a good half in Paderborn, but sadly didn't pull through for the whole game. So that was missing. And surely on the other hand, we've had the same chances and even tougher opponents in the Champions League, and we've just had the fortunate luck to be able to score, go in the lead, and once you go in lead, obviously the game changes for you, for the opponent. It's obviously easier to play once you're in the lead, once you score that first goal, than when you go down one, or when you have the feeling that everything is kind of against you. So there's no real clear answer. We're obviously doing our best to have success in one and in the other competition.
Neven, ihr habt es voriges Jahr sehr spannend gemacht, habt euch in Marseille erst, 3 oder 5 Minuten vor Schluss das Ticket fürs Achtelfinale gesichert. Jetzt seid ihr schon durch, habt doch mit einer relativ großen Wahrscheinlichkeit oder eine große Chance, Gruppensieger zu werden. Macht es das einfacher oder kann das auch die berühmten 3 oder 5% Konzentrationskosten?
English wieder, gell? Yeah. The situation in that we're in does not make it any less simple. It doesn't make the game any less difficult than it already is. We know that obviously Arsenal wants to pull through, and that's the think their biggest motivation, as well as all the other teams in our group that are still up for the second spot that pulls through to the next round, and we know that, and I think it would be wrong for us to reduce the other teams of the games that we played against them. For example, Arsenal, it's not just the game, as they didn't play at their highest when they played against us, and we cannot reduce them to that. We know that they are a very good team that has a lot of quality, and it's on us to try and reduce that as much as we can through our defensive work. And that's not going to be, I'll put it this way, it's going to be much tougher than the first game we played against them.
We understand that Marco Reus will not play. He's going to be out for quite some time. How much will you miss him as a fellow teammate?
He's obviously one of our key players, but as with anybody that's ever been injured, especially in our short history, as long as I'm at the club, I've always had the feeling that as soon as somebody gets injured, somebody else has to come and gets a chance to pull through, and we obviously try and compensate that as a team. We've done well in the past to come together even more as a team in these cases where one of the players goes missing due to injury, like in this case. So through that, I can just take a perfect example versus Real Madrid in the last season, where we've had a lot of injured players, and you just saw that the team became even tighter, and everybody knew that it was going to be a lot tougher, and everybody accepted the challenge, and we played as a team. I think that's going to be also the key tomorrow. And also was obviously the key if he was still fit, we couldn't just give him the ball and let him do something by himself and he'll win the game for us while we just kind of hang out. That's not how football works. We got to work together, and now through his loss, like I said, we have to work even more together to compensate for that.
Okay. Thank you, Neven.
Gaba kehrt jetzt zurück nach England. Ist jetzt 3 Monate da. Gilt ja euch schon das, was ihr euch vorgestellt habt? Oder woran fehlt es noch?
Das ist überhaupt nicht die Zeit, um jetzt, wenn wir jetzt auch noch anfangen, Einzelspieler einzuschätzen und so weiter und zu sagen, wie weit sie sind. Fakt ist, dass wir so Fußball spielen, wie wir spielen, weil alle nicht immer in der perfekten Verfassung sind. So. Jeder hat das ein oder andere Mal seine Problemchen gehabt, aber Shinji ist so weit, wie er sein kann, glaube ich. Ich glaube, dass er besser kann, aber das werden wir alle sehen. Ich hoffe, dass wir alle besser können. Das wäre relativ wichtig. Und dementsprechend mache ich mir also jetzt solche Dinge keine Gedanken. Er hat viele gute Spiele jetzt für uns schon gemacht und auch ein paar, die jetzt nicht so dolle waren. Das eint ihn allerdings mit allen, die nicht letztes Jahr in England gespielt haben bei uns.
Jürgen, having played Arsenal so many times in the last few seasons, Arsene Wenger's a man you've got to know well. He's actually coming under some pressure here in England at the moment for the first time, real pressure. Do you think that is fair?
It's first time pressure for him?
Real pressure.
Now it's real pressure. Oh, okay, because sometimes in the last years I had... Yeah, okay. Different kinds of pressure. I don't know. I don't know so much about the situation of Arsenal in British football.
Given his record in the past and what he's done at Arsenal.
Yeah. But I don't know what the people think here. I don't know what they want to be in this season. Chelsea's on the top. Many have some problems. Man City have some problems in Champions League. So maybe everybody thinks, this is the perfect moment for Arsenal to go through, but I don't know. But they have many injuries. Mesut Özil, nobody wants him when he plays. Everybody needs him when he doesn't play. It's football. We don't know what's about Wilshere and some other players, of course, Giroud and all the things. So that's the problem. And the competition is too strong to go through.
Can you see similarities and can you sympathise with your position at the moment as well, given the injuries you've had in the start to your season?
No, I think we have much more injuries and much more problems because it's longer. We have them since last year, but no, it's not interesting to compare. But no, the situation, we have pressure too. We have real pressure. Not maybe in this competition tomorrow. We have a big target. We want to go through as first on first position, but in the Bundesliga we have real pressure. In the last 4 games, we could play 6 very good half times, and 2 very bad, and these 2 bad were enough to lose these games, and that's the problem in this moment. It's no physical problem anymore. It's a problem of concentration. It's a problem of misunderstanding of the situation, and it's a problem, and we have to work further on and to be better. But tonight I cannot change the Bundesliga situation, so it's a little bit like holiday for me tonight. Yeah, it's only Champions League. Yeah. But Bundesliga will come back on Sunday. Yes, but if we have pressure, that's normal in football. I have pressure too, not with in this moment, not with the crowd, not with the fans, not with the club. Nobody make me pressure, but the pressure I make myself, it's more than enough.
A big welcome to Anthony Castronakis.
Yeah.
50 pounds.
Considering your position in the group, will you, or could you possibly take your foot off the gas tomorrow?
No, it's not my plan. No, we will see what we will do tomorrow. But it's in our situation, we need each game to get more stability, and we have to use this game tomorrow, to use the game for the Bundesliga. That's about our problem. Is not the different tournaments, the different championships, Champions League or Bundesliga. That's our problem. So we need stability. We don't, and that's our biggest problem until now. And so, if we can play good, very good tomorrow, it helps us for Bundesliga. And so we try to. We don't have to. We don't want to wait and see what they will do. We saw the game against Man United, of course. When we came back from our game in Paderborn, we saw the first half, and I think everybody in this room knows Arsenal was much better. They made a really good game. And when I was at home, they lost 2-1. So that's football sometimes, but I could see in first half that they are pretty strong, if you let them be strong. And that's our job, that nobody can see this. We will try.
Jürgen, one of the things for many years that people said about Arsene Wenger is that there always seems to be injury problems at Arsenal. That maybe one run of injuries is bad luck, but lots of runs of injuries are to do with the way you play or the training. Could the same apply to Dortmund? Are you worried that the number of injuries you've had for over a year is chronic?
I'm not sure if I understood. Once again, please, for him.
I'll try and make it shorter.
Yeah, that's it.
Arsenal.
Stop for it because the clicking is it's not good for him.
Arsenal have had injury problems for a long time, to the point where it looks like it's not luck, like maybe it's structural, there's a problem within the system. Could it be the same at Dortmund? Are you concerned that the way you play or the way you train might be making the problem worse?
Yeah, the structure of the muscles. Yes, I'm not sure if I really understand what you want to say, but I try to answer. Yes, it's always more than only one reason, of course. But it's for your job, it's important to try to understand each case, each player, why he have this problem, when he had this problem, when he had to play again, when he is in the team, what happened after that. And you cannot only say, oh, it's too much, and what do we want? You always say the same. No, we know about the reason in our situation. With one or the other player, we had some problems with some injuries at the foot. We never heard about it before. Maybe we are, was heißt Erfinder? Erfinder heißt Inventor of this injury. So that's sometimes one comes to the other. You don't understand, huh? What a pity. You should learn. It's a really good German explanation for some problems. But I don't know how to say it in English. Maybe the interpreter. What does it mean? One comes to the other. Jetzt? Nein. Aber er sagt, das kennt er nicht. Ja. Er müsste es kennen. Eins kommt zum anderen. One thing comes to the other. It's okay? It's not okay? Yeah. Okay. So, and that's, with injury, it's our problem. They start to train, they start to play, next problem. If you look at Marco Reus, all the injuries are because of foul. Mats Hummels is a totally different story. Jakub Blaszczykowski, totally different story. Neven Subotic, totally different story. So, but at the end, we have too much. And that's the problem. It's a problem for the player. They have no injury because they have to play all the time. And we cannot build a squad with 45 players. That's when Arsene Wenger means that, when he say, it's the problem of the situation, then he's right. It's not a problem of training. It's not a problem. We didn't get silly in the last year. I think Arsene Wenger too. We know how to train, but we had many matches and we had to build teams, a squad for the next match, and then,
Okay, you won't know, but in Germany we say everything has an end. Only the sausage has two, and the last two questions for tonight, please. The first one is from Tom.
Sorry. I said we are on holiday. Yeah.
Jürgen, you were quoted at the weekend here in England saying that you felt that the Premier League, that England was the only country where you could work. Was that accurate?
Nein. No. Yes, it was a long interview, and I thought a serious journalist asked me some question about my future, and I don't think about my future in this moment, not about my long future. So, but I said the only language I can speak a little bit, you hear it, is English, and so for my kind of coaching, I need the language. But I think I can. The funny part of the language I will learn very fast, and that's all I said. But not now, not in next year. I don't know when. I don't plan things like this. He asked me, "What will you do after Borussia Dortmund?" And I told him then it's possible. I think if somebody call me, then we can talk about it. That's all. So I didn't say I'm here on Monday.
But no one has called you yet.
Sometimes it's a timing is very important in each part of life, I think.
Do you still feel you've very much got unfinished business with Borussia Dortmund?
In this moment, yes, it's unfinished business in this moment, for sure. For sure.
Is that a bigger challenge you face now to get Borussia Dortmund back to where you were than what first took you there?
I don't know what is the biggest challenge, but it's a real big challenge at the moment, of course. I feel a maximum of responsibility for this, because it's easy to celebrate a victory together. It's easy to feel responsible for winning games and all these things. It's much more difficult to handle this feeling now, because I am responsible, of course. If Neven say we play this good, make this good, make this good, make this good, okay, sometimes they make faults, it's not my fault. But all the faults together is my responsibility, for sure. So I'm at work, and I try to do my best and handle the problems we have and get better results. That's the real reason. I don't think about challenges and different challenges. This is real hard work at this moment.
Last question for tonight, Thomas.
Jürgen, Paderborn war eine ziemlich problematische und ernüchternde Geschichte, gefühlte Niederlage, die Verletzung von Marco. Wie schnell kriegst du das aus den Köpfen der Jungs raus, oder haben da 3 Tage schon für gereicht?
Ja, wir haben direkt am nächsten Tag überhaupt nicht, also ich meine, die Situation stimmen alle. Also es war ein Tor, das wir kriegen müssen. Ich bleibe dabei, Paderborn muss eine rote Karte kriegen, und das, was noch keiner aufgenommen hat, dass am Ende nur 3 Minuten nachgespielt worden sind, nachdem Marco Reus, ich glaube, 6 Minuten behandelt wurde. Das ist jetzt wirklich, das muss in das neue DFB-Museum, ja, diese Tatsache. Und das alles stimmt. Fakt ist aber, über das Einzige, was wir gesprochen haben, war die halbe Stunde nach der Halbzeit, weil die war nicht in Ordnung. Wer so ein Spiel so klar angeht, so klar dominiert gegen einen gefährlichen Aufsteiger und das nicht weiterführt nach der Halbzeit, ja, der ist maximal selber schuld. Ich habe den Jungs klar gemacht, dass das Coole, also es im Leben so ist, dass man sich Glück erarbeiten kann, sagen alle, aber arbeiten muss, sagen alle. Also in allen Lebensbereichen. Das Coole daran ist, man kann sich auch erarbeiten. Wir haben nicht genug gearbeitet, um an dem Tag Glück zu haben. Fertig. Und genau das ist es. Und da werden wir weiter dranbleiben. So, wir haben uns überhaupt nicht mit den Ereignissen rund um dieses Spiel noch beschäftigt und was alles an unglücklichen Momenten da passiert ist. Und es geht nur darum, was können wir wirklich verändern. Und da geht der Weg weiter.